Today, we're going to be taking a look at all 38 tier sets coming in Season 1 of Dragonflight. I've seen a couple of them, but for the most part, I have no idea what to expect. And if you're only here for a specific class, I've timestamped everything so you can skip ahead if needed. Oh, that's going to ruin my watch time. Alright, we're going to start off with the warrior and the plate classes first. I haven't seen these. Alright, so we've got this. Okay, so the raid finder. Okay. I'm not quite sure what to make of it. I'm seeing this for the first time. So we've got the light blue. I can't drag it down. Okay. I kind of like it. I like the colors. I'm not sure. The way I'm looking at them, right, is if I obtain this, am I likely to use it? I think for the warrior, it's a no. Not a fan. So we've got the raid finder. Take a look at. Oh, okay. I like the glowy effect of the shoulders, and I think the helm does it too. And then we've got heroic. Oh, I like the heroic. The colors, I mean. I'm not so sure about the armor itself. Just looking at all the details, and I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure on this one. And then, of course, mythic. Yeah, that's a no. That's a no. I love the blue colors. I think in terms of overall, I think this probably goes together better. Mythic is probably the worst. Mythic is the worst. For me anyway. It's all personal preference, right? Let's take a look at the PvP stuff. So this is the gladiator. The gladiator looks sort of like the mythic. And then we've got elite. Oh. Again, like the colors I like, but the armor, not so much. Not so much. And I definitely wouldn't use the helm. That's terrible. But I mean, if you like it, you like it. I see some people using it for sure. Me? No. This doesn't give me great hope for the weapons. I don't know what they are yet. Onto the Paladin, and straight away the raid finder actually looks pretty cool. I like what they've done with some of it. I like the shoulders and the cloth that overhangs. I like some of the effects and whatnot. Has it got the glowy effect? A little bit. I can see a little bit. I like the colors. Again, I like the colors. The raid finder so far, probably the better color scheme. Let's take a look at the normal. It's a bit. I mean, if I was a Paladin main, I probably wouldn't be like overall excited so far. Got the heroic. It's not as bright as the other one, is it? Take a look at the boots. It's okay. It's nice. I wouldn't be like overall disappointed, but I wouldn't be really excited either. And again, the mythic. The mythic to me is a letdown. I'm not sure if it's the color scheme. It does look a bit bland, right? We'll take a look at the PvP stuff. So starting off with the gladiator again with the purple glow. I assume it all has the same color scheme. It's just catered to each class, right? So if we zoom right in, get a nice body shot. I kind of like the shoulders. I like what they've done. The gloves and the waist. I kind of like it. It's okay. If we have a look at, oh my god, it's really annoying because the PvP stuff I'll never get, but I might have to jump into it this time because I kind of like this. Not so much the armor. Again, I like little bits and pieces, but overall, not something that I would be like, oh my god, I must get this, you know. Right, the Death Knight. And something I didn't mention before is that I'm like primarily Horde, though I think we've got a couple of Night Elves to cover, and I've tried spacing them out so that it's not like orc, 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 which is my favorite race. But yeah, for the DK, we've gone troll. So armors will sort of look a little different depending on what you are. I mean, a Tauren's going to look very different to a goblin. So I've gone with the bigger characters mainly. But starting off with the Raid Finder, again, I don't need to comment on the color schemes. I think I've touched on that. I like them for the most part. Mythic is a massive letdown to me so far. The DK, I mean, mine would be an orc. I just wanted to throw a troll in there, to be honest. I kind of like what they've done. I'm not a massive fan on the helm, though it's okay. It's not the worst. There are some worse ones to come, spoiler alert. I haven't seen them all though, so. Yeah, this is okay. I would wear this. I would wear this. Oh, I like that. I think the colors really go well together. You got the nice contrast between light and dark. I'm not so sure. I guess the arms and the legs with the bits on the shoulders, they go well together. Has it got, yeah, it's got like those outlines on these shoulders as well. All right, heroic. Oh, okay, I like that. It's just the color scheme though. Like, it's so bright. Like, blue is my color. Mythic again. Okay, I love the effect that I can see on these shoulders. And I think you probably get the same or similar effect on the others, but with these ones, I notice it a lot more. You can see it coming off of the helm as well a little bit. So this is a little bit better than previous, but again, Mythic is still a little underwhelming for me. Onto the PvP. Again, the PvP looks so much better. It looks so good. And we've only got one set of these so far, from what I've realized. Okay, so not all of it's in the game, sadly. We've only got the... Is this the... I don't do PvP, as you can tell, so I can't remember. We've got the Gladiator and then something else. This one looks pretty cool, though. This one looks pretty cool. Now we have the Hunter. And the Hunter... Looking at it now, I'm really not sure. I think this one I need to think about a little. There's so much going... Like, there's so much detail. There's so much sticking out. Again, we've got like these strokes. I'm really not sure if it's meant to be there. I don't know. The shoulders are okay. Again, the effect I like. The colors. Same situations. I think the colors go better together with this one. The heroic. It's very hard not like for me not to like these colors. But the helmet, it can work. I typically don't wear helmets. I like seeing the facials and the hair and whatnot, but this one I think could work. Maybe. And then, oh, the Mythic. Yeah, again, it's underwhelming. I don't like it. All right, hopefully the PvP set can save it. Again, I really like the colors. I like the colors, but the set doesn't like it. It doesn't change. So I don't. Let's go from. All right, it's a gladiator to elite. It's really annoying. Why does the PvP colors have to look more appealing? I don't like it. God damn it. I'm not a fan of the Hunter set, I'll be honest. I don't like it. It's not for me. Which is a shame because I really want to play my Hunter as an ult next expansion. So that's disappointing. Okay, so the Shaman for me has always been an interesting one. And before I click on it, like, it's always had that earthy elemental. I mean, it's what the class is, right? But for me, Shamans have always had the most appealing armor sets. Again, personal preference. So I really hope this looks good. And it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe, like, I'm on a Tauren. I don't usually play Taurens. It has potential, but I don't... I want to like it. It's not... I've enjoyed Enhance over the years. And I've got like some Cataclysm sets that I really like, but it just doesn't do it for me. The normal set really isn't that much better, to be honest. I don't know, I wouldn't be happy as a Shaman. I don't look forward to this. The heroic colors. Again, I love the colors. I love the effect of the legs. I really like that. And we've got the awkward like stroke on the shoulders, which apparently I can't really view very well, but you know what I mean. I've showed it in the other ones. The back is nothing special. I kind of like the cloth that goes around the neck. Mythic. Don't really need to continue with this, right? Underwhelming. It's mythic, man. It should look... Is it just me? I don't know. PvP, we have... Again, it looks so much better. And it's annoying because I'll never get it. Also, we got another set underneath. Yeah, the Shaman one just doesn't do it for me. Again, it's all personal preference, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. The shoulders, like the effects, they're always gonna look visually appealing. I like the static it has coming off of them. Apart from that, it's just not for me. Sorry. Now, here is where we enter new territory. A class with no history, no transmog, and it's completely fresh. The Evoker, of course. We're going to have to do this in dragon form, which I think is probably what you care about. You're going to care about the most, right? Because human form, if I go into it now, it's a bit broken for me. I've tried relogging and whatnot, and it just doesn't fix it. So we're going to go with dragon form for today. Taking a look at the character itself, there's not a lot visible in terms of gear because of the way you customize the race as it is. So starting off with the raid finder, if I zoom in here, you've only really got like the belt visible on the shoulders. If I can, no, I cannot, it won't move. Yeah, there's not a lot really to go off of. It's ultimately down to you as the user, I guess, when you're creating the character and customizing it. I wish I could show you the human form, but unfortunately for now, this is gonna have to do. Gonna jump into, again, the normal. Not a lot to go off of. The heroic, the mythic, and then we've got the PvP. So we got the Crimson Gladiator, and then there's the other one, which is what, Elite, I think it is. So yeah, unfortunately, there's not a lot I can say about the Evoker right now, as the human form just doesn't want to play ball. Obviously, if you are in human form, it will show the tier set, but as for the dragon itself, you probably want to customize the way the dragon looks more so than the armor. Of course, you can show like the belt and the cool looking shoulders, which could work really, really well for the race. But in terms of my input, there's not a lot I can add to this. Yeah. Oh boy, this is where it gets interesting for Dilly, because now we're taking a look at the Demon Hunter. And of course, to those that know me, the Demon Hunter is my character, my main, my love. Oh, I'm not ready for this. All right, I'm going to quickly switch that over. Raid Finder. The gear itself, nah. Raid Finder colors with the gear. I think the body colors probably throwing it off a little bit as well. I've logged on to a Night Elf, so this is the Night Elf character. Yeah, not really. The shoulders itself. Let's have a look at the normal. I like this a little better. I like this a little bit. I'm hoping heroic. Please. So far, like, the shoulders are okay. I wouldn't use the helm. Nuh-uh. No chance. I don't like the patterns on the legs and the boots. The fingers weird me out for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. It just weirds me out. And you've got like, I don't know, looks like tree bark on the legs. So I don't like it. I don't like it. Come on, heroic, save me, please, please. I'm halfway for this one. I think the colors kind of save it, but I will be venturing into Mythic in Dragonflight, so it's been terrible so far, so I'm not very hopeful. I don't know why I'm crossing my fingers. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so dark, and then you get to the shoulders and you've got this horrible stroke over it. Again, I don't know if it's intended. I don't know if they're going to take it out. I feel like they've had this stroke over all of the character, like the character design, and then they've accidentally left it on for the shoulders. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like I could live with the heroic, but it just doesn't give me Demon Hunter vibes. Please, PvP, be bad. Be bad. Damn it! The colors. I like sort of the colors. I would prefer, out of all of them so far, even more than the blue, I think I would like this one the most. We do have, so this is the Gladiator PvP set. We've got the Elite. I'm so disappointed because I'm terrible at PvP, which means I will never get this stuff. Ah! In order of like what I like, because this has got like the hint of purple, right? Or at least that's how my eyes are seeing it. This is my favorite. The Elite is my second favorite. And the rest are terrible. Now, I think I could tolerate this one, I think. The heroic version. Alright, that was the Demon Hunter. I'm gonna go cry now. Okay, on to the Druid. Druid has kind of fallen down the pecking order for me over the years. It's kind of like my bank ult right now. But we have the raid gear. What's going on with the face? Oh, I can't help but laugh. I'm sorry. It looks funny. Is it really druidy? I don't think so. I don't know. Like the hands, the shoulders, it has a nice effect. You got the glowing bit from the helm as well, but it looks terrible. I would not be happy as a druid. Let's look at the normal. The normal's just exactly the same. You got the stroke around the crotch this time. Oh dear. The face. Oh boy. Can heroic redeem the druid? It cannot. Oh, this is probably the first set where I would say the heroic probably looks worse than the previous. Like, I really don't think these dark colors go well with the light shade of blue, but again, it's all personal preference. I mean, they all look pretty bad, in my opinion. This might be the first one where the Mythic doesn't look as bad. I think the Mythic's probably the better looking one. Still got... get rid of these stroke effects, man. I can't take it seriously. Just look at the PvP. Hopefully PvP can redeem it. That was a no. I mean, it looks better. The colors look better, I feel. Because the darker purple to the even darker purple. I like the colors more, but I just want to get the druid off my screen now. I really not a fan of the druid. Not a fan of the druid. I kind of like the patterns they've got going on around the neck. The shoulders are a bit meh. It's not for me. What can I say? I'm sorry. That's the druid. So another interesting one for me, the monk. Similar situation to the shaman, I guess, where like class fantasy kind of comes into it. I think you have more monk-esque, like tailored gear. Like you see some of the shoulders and the helmet, like just the outfits in general, and you think, yeah, monk. Like you can tell straight away. So I'm hoping we get some of those elements. Close your eyes. Let's look at the raid finder first. Oh my goodness. Straight away, I can see the glow on the gloves. What's going on? The glow is the stroke, I mean, like, it's everywhere. I can't see that. I mean, I can't unsee that. The shoulders, the effect, I love it. I love it. Like, there's so much of it. Maybe slightly less. Maybe it's a bit too much. I kind of, again, like, I like the effect of like the shoulders and whatnot, but the stroke, the stroke kills it for me, man. But it does have, like, you can clearly see if this was on anything, you'd know it was a monk, right? At least for me. I kind of like what the helm's absolutely terrible, not gonna lie. I like what they've done with the feet. You've got like the bandages and some of the, just get rid of the stroke, man. Something I haven't touched on for the most part. You got the nice little spangly bit on the helm, I guess. But again, the stroke kills it. The back is interesting. We haven't really got anything like this in the game, as far as I'm aware. I like how they've done the cloak. Yeah, that's cool. And again, like, bandages all over. You can tell it's just got monk written all over it. So there's parts that I really like, but there's so much stroke on it. It's unbelievable. Get me out of here. Let's have a look at the normal one. Again, like, the first thing I see is the stroke. Yeah, the normal one's, like, color scheme wise so far, it's okay. It's okay. It all goes well. Like, just get rid of the stroke, man. Please. Please. I'm hoping it's gone. If it's gone, I think this kind of saves it. Different kind of color stroke on I don't know what the balls? What are the, I don't know what they're called. Let's take a look. I'm hoping. You know what? I don't mind the mythic one. I don't mind mythic. It's actually okay. I like the, like, again, like the cloak and the bandages. And just get rid of the stroke. It's okay. And the mythic one's not so bad either. But the PvP one, again, this is where I'm going to be disappointed because I'm not going to get it. Yeah, I like the colors. But again, the stroke kills it for me, man. The stroke kills it for me. So this is the gladiator. We'll take a look at the elite. The stroke stands out so much, it's unbelievable. Like, apart from that, Crimson Elite, oh, looks so good. I would rock this over all of the sets for Monk. And for most classes so far, at least, Crimson Elite has been, mwah, it's been good. The Rogue, a class that I focused on for quite a big chunk of Season 4, at least, when I came back to the game. I could see my warrior wearing this. It looked... They've done a similar thing with the Rogue to what they did with the Monk. Let's take a look at Raid Finder first, actually. I like the color scheme, actually. They've changed the colors of the bandages. So they've taken that, like, emerald color. We are viewing this on an orc, of course. I usually play a male undead rogue, which usually with the rogue sets, it looks a lot better. For whatever reason, I decided to do this on an orc. So make of that what you will. So Raid Finder, it looks alright. It doesn't really give me rogue vibes though. That's the only thing I'm taking from this so far. The gloves, I guess the cuffs, they're okay. The boots are nah. I mean, they've done it so that it gels with the rest of it. It's got no back, which is fine. It's a rogue. Have a look at normal, which is what we were at before. I don't like the normal one, like the color scheme at all. Of course, the shoulders, it has a nice effect. It's hard not to like. Heroic. Kind of wish the bandages were a different shade of color. Then I think the rest of it will gel nicely. The mythic. They've changed the bandages. You can see the nice effect that the mythic shoulders have given, but again, I don't know. I've just realized the eyes. Okay, I do like the eyes. Is it the same for the rest of them? So you got, okay, it's just the same. All right, it is spicing it up, actually. It is changing them. The PvP ones, ooh. Again, the colors, man. Really like the colors. We don't have the Crimson Elite, which is unfortunate. But yeah, that's the Rogue. Don't really know what to make of it. This one's actually, I think I prefer the Raid Finder, honestly. The Raid Finder ones aren't terrible. They're not terrible. To kick things off with the cloth beads, we're starting with the Mage. The only cloth class that I've played a great deal of. I'm not sure what to make of this. I feel like I like it. I like how it looks. I like some of the effects. Does it really scream Mage to me? I don't think so. But hopefully some of the other color schemes will flip that. So this is of course the Raid Finder variant. We skip to the normal. When I look at the Mage, I feel like because of the 3 specs, it kind of gives me like different spec vibes. So you could, I would look at this like Fire Mage. The color scheme, yes. Everything else, no. I mean, the helm, I kind of like the helm. The shoulders, they're okay, but the rest of it, I feel like you should be wearing like a nice tunic. This just doesn't do it for me. Of course, we are looking at an undead version, but yeah, I like the set. It just similar with the Rogue, where it just doesn't scream. It doesn't scream Mage to me. The heroic version, I like this one too. Like the colors go well, the effects. Quite like the back as well, as you've got like the color on the back. Oh, it's not for all of them. Or maybe it is, and that one's just missing off of this. I don't know. The Mythic. So yeah, I could look at this like Arcane Mage. It has those colors, right? It's like how it works in my brain. The heroic one, Frost, and then you've got the normal one, Fire. That's typically how I've looked at my Mage in the past. And in fact, if we look at the PvP set, and I'm hoping, yeah, we have got the red set. Oh, this looks nice. Yeah, this looks cool. If we look at, so this is the Gladiator, we'll look at the Elite. Oh, I just love the colors. I love what they've done with the Crimson Elite. Like just the colors, not so much like the set in general, the tier set, but just the colors they've given it. Yeah, they've really made it pop and shine. All in all, I kind of like the Mage. I think the Mage works well, but it just doesn't scream Mage. On to the Warlock. This is an interesting one. An interesting one because there's been a few sets that I've enjoyed that's given me those class fantasy Warlock looks. And this one, straight off the bat, looking at the Raid Finder, it kind of has those elements. I can look at this and feel like it's a caster. So I think depending on the color scheme, and I'm not sure this gives me, there's a few elements like the evil eyes on the shoulders sort of thing. So yeah, I like this one so far. It looks all right. I'm not sure on the color scheme so far. So hopefully that changes. This is of course the Raid Finder. We'll take a look at the normal variant. It's a bit better in terms of like the hands and the shoulders, but it looks more like a Fire Mage to me. That's how my brain works. Yeah, I think the next one is going to be the same. Yeah, I would, because again, this is just like Frost Mage to me. This would be what my Frost Mage wears, probably minus the helmet, because I don't think it suits a mage in terms of class fantasy, but Mythic one, oh. Now I think this suits very well. This might be my favorite so far in terms of like, does it suit the class and the color scheme? And I think this works really well. Like the helm definitely suits a Warlock. The shoulders goes well with it. You've got like these nice spangly patterns and additions to the shoulders. We haven't really seen the back. It's quite nice. And again, most of my casters are usually like a male undead, so it might vary depending on which race you've picked. All in all, it looks pretty good. Let's have a look at the PvP. So we've got the Gladiator. I do like this. I really like this. It's kind of taken what Mythic has to the next level, I think. If we look at, it's just gone pop. Yeah, that looks really good. Oh, here goes the Crimson Elite. Ooh. Wow. Hands down, the best so far. Across the board. Yeah, I really like this one. The PvP ones and then the Mythic ones is pretty good too. Definitely gives me those Warlock vibes. Yeah, I like the Warlock. The Warlock looks good. All right, last one on the list in terms of classes, we have the Priest. And I've taken the race of... We're a Night Elf, right? Yeah, female Night Elf. Ooh, had to look at that one. All right, Priest. Raid Finder. This one looks all right. I kind of like, I'm not sure about the colors, but in terms of design, I kind of like this one. I kind of like the shoulder, like the shoulders and the helm work well together. I like the, I don't know what you'd call them, like tassels. The rest of it, like it's not over the top. I don't play a priest, so I don't know, like in terms of past sets and how this fares, but this one looks okay. Let's take a look at the normal version. Oh, I like what they've done with the bottom of it there. The nice effect that they've got at the bottom. You can see it here as well in the shoulders. I like that. The blue one, oh, the blue ones are right. I could go with that. Again, yeah, I like what they've done there. The back, like the cloak piece with all the symbols. Is this like writing? Is it a language? The Mythic, oh, the Mythic is actually okay. You know what? This one goes well together as well. Kind of like this one, okay. For the most part, Mythic has been terrible, but the last couple, like the casters at least, they've been really, like, I wouldn't say really good. They've been okay. They've been better, a better standard. The PvP ones, the purple. Especially like the glow around the helm. I really like that. They've done the same thing like in terms of colors with the pattern. And again down the bottom. I like this one. Time to be disappointed with the PvP. The Elite. I mean, it's really good. I like the combination of colors. But I think for me, the Gladiator one probably takes first place on this one. And again, it's all personal preference. You might totally prefer a different color scheme altogether and disagree with everything that I've said. But that's the Priest. So what do I think of them? Well, I think some classes are let down, some are okay. It all boils down to personal preference at the end of the day. And for the most part, for me at least, the majority, apart from maybe like the Warlock and some elements of the Monk, they just don't scream out what class they were designed for. So for me personally, I'm not much of a fan of most of the tier sets. But again, that's personal preference. I think the big negative for me is definitely the Monk and the strokes that they've left on like the gloves and stuff. I couldn't take my eyes off them. Every time I looked at it, my eyes were drawn to those gloves. Terrible. So bad. My favorite was probably the Warlock. A class that I won't be playing because I'm typically a melee kind of guy. So yeah, that's depressing. So in terms of like my character, the Demon Hunter, I feel like is definitely not something I'm going to use. I have my transmogs ready, so it's fine. It is what it is. I'll take the gear. It's fine. I won't show it. But that's all of the tier sets. Let me know what you guys think, which ones you like, which ones you really don't like, and let me know what you think of the hands of the Monk. Is it just me? But that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. What's going on with my UI?